Hello everybody, welcome back to another Suits devlog. This is the devlog of July. We're gonna go into some stuff soon. Before I get started, just want to say thank you for all your support. We have a Discord. In case you still don't know, we have a Discord. We're on that Discord all the time. We will chat with you if you want. If you want to talk about Suits, what you would like to see in Suits, this new Suits, keeping up with our latest stuff, our games and all that jazz, come follow us on Discord. It's literally a matter of a click, 2 clicks, and you'll be in. There's just the general rules. Don't be a dick on that Discord. Don't do something stupid. I will ban you or kick you if you just spam. But, that's just how it is. Anyway, to get started, it's been a while. I think I should have been making this. I should have made this one a little bit sooner, but I saw my June one, so June, July. Yeah, I guess I'm in time. So some news on Suits. I should be showing you guys the new district. However, it's not really in a state to be shown right now. And also, I just don't, if I show you all every single district, then, what's even the point, playing? I mean, well, other than enjoying the game and the experience. But we actually are not even really close to finishing this district that we're on currently. At least in terms of functionality for me. So what happened was we got Cordova and Hatawada done very quickly because I actually caught up. And what that means is that Will, our artist, and Gabe, our musician, who also helps Will in art, the art department, just finishing Will's pieces. I caught up to where they were. So they basically, was still working on like the docks, the second district and all that stuff, make sure everything's functional. And by the time I got to the next district, which was Cordova and Hatawada, I had everything I needed. So I was able just to kind of steamroll and get a fully functional district out. And by the time I got to the end, I actually had nothing to do because they still hadn't even finished the art assets for the newest district. So that's actually more good news for you guys, because that means that we're working very fast. And now the first part of the district is asset-wise is all done for the most part. The second part of this new district is not yet, as of the making of this video. However, this gave me the opportunity to go back, tweak some things, make some quality of life changes to this game, and just fix some minor bugs that we encountered. I think for the most part, we kind of just, gotten most of these like horrible bugs from like the original demo. The demo we have right now on HIO is updated. If you want to play it. I do kind of want to put the newest build on that, obviously without, having the rest of the districts, but the only problem is, risk of like data leaking and, someone managing to hop into another, especially with the command prompt. So it's not going to happen. The demo that's on, I'm so sorry. The demo that is on HIO is, the demo is going to be, it's just a demo. It's going to be just a normal demo. It's going to be there forever until maybe like near, I don't know, because the problem is the game's really, it's like at this point like over a gigabyte in size, so I don't think I want to be putting anything larger than that as a demo, because that's basically the whole game, and if you find some way to unlock it, you could play it or something. Anywho, enough of my rambling. It's already almost 5 minutes. Now, what we're looking at here is the Suits Absolute Power Trello. This is this is a public Trello. If you don't know what Trello is, it's basically just kind of like a nice way of organizing your ideas. What do you want? What we need done? You know, basically kind of like writing notes down, and you can see clearly where we are at. So these are the 3 districts I have shown to you guys. These are complete quests for the most part. Got to go back and finish, and we still got to go back and add some smaller stuff, but it's mostly like done. This one's the one that we're currently on, halfway through, sort of, not really, I would say, like in asset wise. And then here's our list of bugs, you know, anything I'm knocking down. This bug in particular, I fixed a long time ago. It was something that was in the original demo, fixed it. However, I was told it was happening again. I still couldn't replicate the bug. So I'm just assuming it was probably just they thought it was happening. So then we got our plans. These are kind of, at this point, this is kind of my personal Trello I'm using myself. We actually have another Suits Trello that is not public, and I can't show it to you because that is like way too that is, yeah, that has a lot of stuff that will spoil the game. Basically, it's basically just all the story elements and things. This is more for what I need to do. So some planning. One of the things on the top of my list here is to add status effects. I think this is actually will help make the game feel a little bit more like, yeah, you know what's going on, at least when in the battles. So it's just a simple little thing. I kind of figured out how I'm going to add. Basically, if you like decrease the defense of an enemy, or they decrease the defense of the player, there's going to be a little tiny version of like the shield up and shield down, for example. This is just an example, above the player's head, and all the other status effects will be applied there too. That way, so when you're playing, you'll see it and like, oh, okay, I know what's going on. I know what my guy's like currently stunned or something, you know. More boxes in other districts. That's just me putting that there's just to not forget to add like extra little like goodies in the districts. Make battle text say for sandwich, say player eats a sandwich. This is something that was told, and it's more of a quality of life thing, just because it's not uses a because by default player uses a use item, so any of the use items, so uses a water, uses a sandwich. It doesn't sound that good, so I'm going to make it check which items it's using and then make it say like a specific one. That's not too hard. I think the biggest one here is adding quest markers above NPCs' heads. One issue with Suits right now that I'm surprised nobody really brought up, at least I think some people brought up that they were kind of lost, but we already had like an interesting way about going about doing this. So I'm going to just start Suits here, and you can see it's got a little, this is a placeholder. This is actually from our game Gamma 19 that we were working on before we put it on hold for Suits 2. So anybody with a quest is going to have that little thing over their head, and it didn't take me very long to actually put that. I mean, there's a lot of NPCs with quests, so I had to go back and make sure the code I was adding didn't break the game. So I made sure to put some measures there to not destroy the game, which was happening when I started adding these. Overall, it works really well. So if I talk to this guy, it should actually go away. So I'll have to look back at that to fix it. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, it goes away with him. But if I were to talk to this guy here at the exchange, yep, so he goes away immediately. And then anybody you need to interact with is just going to have that little exclamation mark. So we might change. We're going to change that definitely. That is, I think it's a little too small personally. But and there's some NPC and some like important. There's some things I can't really just add it to because of the way how rendering here works, and it would just start getting things a little complicated. But I think, you know, something like this, like, oh, you got to go to the bank. I think the player can put one and one together, make it two. You know, they could talk to the bank teller and start a fight. So that's basically one of the things I've done. Another thing that you can't really see visibly is that I made some balancing decisions. Went through every single enemy. This is the first thing I did when I had nothing to do. Went through every single enemy and balanced all of them out for the, like, if I were playing through. Now, this is just me balancing using my spreadsheet I made, and things might be maybe too hard, too easy. I think Gabe, when he was playing through, he said it was, you know, couldn't defeat one of the characters. But he liked how it was. You know, it was a powerful character. You're not supposed to beat it that easily, and you know, the idea is to get better equips and go on and stuff. So, he suggested I just tone down the health of a lot of the enemies, at least the ones with big health bar, with massive health and massive damage. Basically, just make a glass cannon kind of thing. So, you know, we're going to try that. You know, the battle system is just here for fun, really. I think it's just more of just our medium of, okay, this is how it's an actual game. We have a turn-based battle system and all that jazz. And you know, there's things I still have to go back to, like actually adding skills, more skills, and leveling up, and how that gives you more skills. There's our idea for buying skill upgrades, and so on and so forth. That's really it. So let me just reset that. I have a feature here I actually added recently. That is, if I open this up, make GIF. Actually, Game Maker now had implemented a feature for making a GIF in the game. And I can tell it to make a GIF. You can call it whatever, and then you give it a duration of 10 seconds, for example. And now the game's going to run really slow because I still don't really know how this thing works exactly. And it probably it's really weird. It's really, really weird. I really don't understand why they just can't make it a little bit simpler. So one thing it can't do is it doesn't capture everything. So UI elements it doesn't capture. However, that is pretty good because when you're making like promotional stuff, you really don't want to show the UI. But it's not like Suits has a lot of UI anyway. Okay, now it's freezing because it's finishing up the GIF. And then we'll tab over to see that GIF. It's an experimental feature. It's just something there for me to mess around with. So I'm going to just do that. So you're going to be staring at that for a few seconds. And one thing to do is they put it in the local app data. That's where everything's going to be. Alright, so it is... Okay, here's my problem with it. I really wish they could make it so that if I make this at, say... So the dimensions of this are 1280 by 720. Because that's what I set it to. But I want it to be like, oh, well, I don't really need it that big. I want it to be small. So I just something like 640 by 360. However, the problem is it crops it in a weird way. So it doesn't just downscale what you're showing. It just... So the only way that you can do something like that is if you set your application surface to that, resize it to a lower resolution, and then render it. So... But if I just show my screen here, it's a pretty good GIF, I think. I don't mind the slowdown. I might make a button so that you I might make it for, you know, if we're doing like promotional stuff. But honestly, it's a pretty good it's pretty good. It's 200 and something megabytes though. And you can set the quality, but it doesn't really help with the size that much. But I think it's still like, you know, oh, that's really cool. You know, it's really, really cool feature. I really hope they just make some improvements on it, because a GIF shouldn't be this big. At least if I'm trying to show something in Discord, I can only put 8 megabytes at most. So, and a lot of times what I usually do normally is that I use this tool called GIFcam, and I scaled my window down to a ridiculous size. So like here's my game, and I'll just scale it down to like this big, and you know, you can barely make out anything. So yeah, but you can still play it. Looks kind of nice like that. And yeah, I think that's basically it for now. I know I didn't show anything new, very new. But like I said, District's not done. We still have all kinds of things to go. But I really hope by next month I'll be able to show you some of that new District. Oops. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Remember, join us on our Discord. We're always on there. If you got a question, we'll answer it. And take care.